If you haven't heard, apparently the netcode for Street Fighter V has been patched, and people all over Twitter have been testing this, going over it, verifying the results, and it was enough for me to go out, get a copy of PC Street Fighter V, install the mod, which is just like a DLL you drop in a folder, boot it up, and try it out. So the details of the mod are, it only really works on patch PC to patch PC, from my understanding. It might also be okay on patch PC to PC, but patch PC to PS4 dumps all the rollback onto the PS4 user. It's effectively lag switching PS4 users. It's been pretty crazy to see some of the results. People were playing cross-continent test games, and it was fine. There was rollback artifacts happening for sure, but there was no chunky rollback sections like you see in a lot of games. So you can get the flow of an accurate flow of a match even with lag, which is I think what rollback should be like. I'll do PC only. I'm not going to be that much of a scumbag, even though the name definitely calls for it. All right, I'm not sandbagging. We're going in. All right, we'll do PC only. 2 to 5. 4 bars. We're going in. All right. This is the ultimate introduction to Street Fighter V Online, just Street Fighter Online in general. 4-bar Ken. From... I don't know where this guy is from. That's not Brazil. This is Europe? Oh, nice DP. Nice sweep. Nice confirm. It feels good, chat room. And you know what? Normally, if this was normal Street Fighter V netcode, I would have been able to 100% tell that he was mashing EXDP because there would be so much rollback from when he's mashing his inputs. I actually couldn't tell that he was mashing DP there. I had to make a real guess. Online, normally, I'm cheating online because I see rollback during my combo and I just drop the combo. This is really good. 69 every time. Oh, it was meant to be. The plus 69 on the first game with Kenshiro 89 in Belgium. Oh my god. This is too good. Street Fighter V had a netcode update today? No, a modder figured out how to patch the netcode for PC to fix a critical bug in the implementation. That bug would cause your client to continually get out of sync with the other player. Internal game clock should be plus or minus 2 frames of each other. In Street Fighter V, there's a bug in the rollback implementation, which meant that once you guys got out of sync, you never got back in sync. So basically, if you fell behind, you kept getting massive rollback over and over. But the bug fix is it should never allow you two to be further than 2 frames of each other. Did you look at the source code? I barely glanced at the source code, and then I read other people's explanations of it. Blows my mind that Capcom just let something like this simple persist like this. I just wish Capcom would explain what the hell is going on. I almost can't buy that it's a technical reason why they haven't fixed the issue. Either there's a bigger technical issue that we're not aware of because it's just kind of like a modded hack job, right? But there might be legal reasons. There might be some corporate bureaucracy that's preventing them from fixing it. Maybe this module was built by someone else and licensed and they don't have the rights to modify it. We just can't get a word out of them about what's going on. It's insane. Just say something. That's the #1 killer. This guy comes around after 4 years of people being extremely vocal about all the issues they have with the netcode, and he practically fixes it, not a complete fix, but a pretty good hack job in 2 days. And they just won't say anything about it. And it doesn't even make sense because their entire business model is based on having this as a game as a service. So how are you going to have a business model where your game is supposed to be an online service where people are continuously coming back to the product, playing it, being online, purchasing costumes, playing with it, connected to the community, and you don't even prioritize making the online experience the best it could be? It doesn't even make sense from a business point of view. This is what they're going to make money on. Imagine if this game came out and it worked properly. It worked properly day one. A huge reason for the sluggish start to Street Fighter V and the missed opportunities was because of the netcode. It's insane. Yeah, this is installed Only the first match was, I think, really demonstrating it. The first match was 4 bars. Now, 4 bars typically on a PS4 account means you're probably going to have a bad time. It's probably going to be some dude from Mexico or Dominican Republic, and it's probably going to be horrible and close to unplayable. That 4-bar connection, the guy's flag was Belgium, you guys said? I don't know if that's true or not. You can just pick any flag. I could have picked a random flag when I made this account today. It was 4 bars, and it felt fine. The visual artifacts I had during that match were very minor. Extremely minor. Oh, 3-bar, let's go. Extremely minor, and it was a real match. The flow of the match was not compromised at any point. It felt real. Now, imagine a world where, like, a 3-bar connection, I'm like, whatever, it's gonna be okay. Because 3 bars is unplayable with the current netcode. I would never dare hit accept on a 3-bar. But this might be okay. I mean, it might have a little bit of rollback, but... Alright, let me back off and let him play. I mean, he's only doing 2 things, but I can see it. I can see everything he's doing. This looks totally fine. I'm anti-airing every jump in. Can you anti-air every jump in on a 3-bar connection normally? This is totally fine. See, a little bit of rollback, but it's still the flow of the match. I can react. Maybe not to that one. That one was kind of fast. The mod doesn't fix bad connections, though. Right, but it makes them better. You mean like if they have bad internet? If you have slow internet, you have slow internet, right? But the problem is it shouldn't shit itself when it's not present with ideal conditions. The netcode should not completely fall apart every time there's a little bit of lag going. Like spiky Wi-Fi. In fact, it will improve connections of spiky Wi-Fi. Spiky Wi-Fi will still be bad, but it won't be as bad. They should never be as bad as they have been. That was the problem with this netcode in general. Under ideal conditions, Street Fighter V netcode was great, actually. When you had a good connection with somebody, it felt like offline. When I played against IDOM, when I play against a lot of players that I frequently play against, it feels like offline gameplay. I barely notice a difference. I've never even got that with Street Fighter IV. The online experience at the peak for Street Fighter V is definitely better than Street Fighter IV, and definitely better than every other fighting game I have ever played online. I played Tekken 7, I played Dragon Ball FighterZ, I played Smash Ultimate. They're all worse than Street Fighter V. Oh, well, terrible. Terrible online experiences from top to bottom. What's up, K-Light Bringer? Thank you very much for diving into the dumpster. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Horrible. And in fact, I'd argue they're even worse overall, just as a pure player experience. The matchmaking systems are shit. The online culture for Smash Ultimate, terrible. Smash Ultimate matchmaking is the worst thing I've ever tried to sit through. Dragon Ball FighterZ took forever to find games. Games would be super laggy. Input delay through the ass. Terrible. Terrible. Tekken was the best one out of those, but even Tekken had a lot of problems. Street Fighter V, once you get through the slew of Wi-Fi users in bronze and gold and get to the higher ranks where people actually take the time to plug their damn Ethernet cable in, it actually worked great when it worked. But anytime a little bit of latency came in, someone was a little bit too far away from you, it shit the bed. And the way they judge connections in this game, everything's a 5-bar connection. Mexico's a 5-bar connection to me in Wisconsin. So is Dominican Republic, sometimes even Brazil. I'm too far away with the way this netcode works for me to play those guys, because a moment of lag will cause everything to shit the bed. And I think the connection bars are actually more accurate now with this type of fix. I should be able to play those guys in Mexico. It gives me the 5-bar, and then the connection is terrible, and I see the flag after. I'm like, oh, obviously the guys in Mexico. It shouldn't be the case. I should be able to play those people, no problem. I shouldn't have to worry about that. So Street Fighter V was so close to getting it right, but the average use case, the average scenario, and the worst case scenario were really bad. The best scenario, the best performance scenario was great. And if it really was such a minor bug fix to take care of this, the fact that they got so close and didn't go all the way is insane to me. Imagine if Street Fighter V dropped and it had one of the best online experiences of any modern fighting game. I honestly feel like that could have changed the fate of the FGC. It really could have changed the entire outlook of the community and the way people perceive fighting games. There was so much momentum that came to a screeching halt with the community when Street Fighter V dropped. Crazy. Could have been totally different.